Hi guys, how are you? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. You know, as the title suggests, today I'm gonna be showing you a beautiful luxury house in Nairobi, Kenya, and this house belongs to Nilotic Impress. She's right now in the kitchen, so I'm gonna give you like a small tour, a really small tour, before we go and ask her how she built a house in Kenya and an apartment without a university degree. So keep on those questions coming. Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't. And if you have, thank you so much for K-Tribe. Asante sana. Just leave all your comments on any questions you have about building a house in Kenya while you are living abroad. Just leave them there in the chat, and after we finish, because I have also my questions, then we'll go back with your questions and answer them. So yeah, let's go. I'm gonna be giving you the house tour right now. So when you start, when you enter the room, she's in the kitchen. We are going there. So it's a beautiful living room setup. She built this house on her own, on her own hardworking. Yes. So when you enter, this is the living area, and that is the other living area. So it's like that. You can see that. So I have us. After that, you go here. Over there is the stairs to the, because it's a two-story building. I'm not gonna show you much on the upstairs. This is the bathroom. You can see that, of course. And then when you go up here, please give this video a thumbs up if you can. Let me close the lights that I'm not using. So when you come here, you have the bedroom, the downstairs bedroom. I'm currently sleeping and residing. Yes, so when you come here, you go here. Here is the kitchen. I'm not going to show you the upstairs for now. So here is the lady of the moment, African, a beautiful African lady, a beautiful African lady called Nilotic Impress. Her channel is down below. She's also a YouTuber. It's at night. You are making dinner. What are you making? Say hi.
I'm making fish, tilapia, with ugali and some cabbage. So it's a very easy dish.
Let me put you guys here on the tripod. It's a very easy dish.
Yeah, it's a quite easy dish.
So guys really want to know about you, because now we've been doing videos, but I don't think everyone who's watching this has watched the other videos.
Which video?
Okay, like people who are watching this video, they may want to know like your story. What's your story? Like tell us briefly about you. Okay. Yes. Sorry. Yeah. You can subscribe as we set up. We are cooking. Hope the onions will not burn the onions.
Because usually
Yeah.
I don't know how to work it as.
You can just cook, or I cook, yes. Yes. I'm not, you don't have to cook. You want to ask for me, I'll cook, and then you'll ask the question.
Okay, but at least
yeah. Okay, so what's your story? Tell us about your name, where you are born, where you work, all those, like just a little bit of your story.
So my name is Rebecca.
Mm-hmm.
They know me on the social media as the Nilotic Empress. And I come from Kisumu region. And I'm child number 3, and we are 5 of us in total. So I come from a very humble background, humble background. My dad married 2 wives, and I am from the second wife. As in polygamous family, my mom was the second illegitimate wife. So her children were illegitimate. They were unwanted. They were always alienated. They were always chased away in parties. We were always dirty, poor, and miserable. And tulikuwa tuko na upele. You know upele? Upele as in skin conditions, and as absolutely miserable, very poor. So schooling was not easy because my dad prioritized
your mom was basically like a single parent.
Yeah, so we were set up for poverty since we were born. That is what was the order of the day for us. We were always known as children who will never amount to anything, and it was just like that. Wow. Then a time came when, after I finished school, I decided to leave up country, Ushago, and come to Nairobi. Basically, I came having nobody to stay with. I had no home, I have nobody. I just came to try and look for a job and stay away from the miserable life. In Nairobi, I started working. My first job was working as a house help. So here in Nairobi, I worked for several years as a domestic servant. Yes, so that is my work ethics. That's where I started from. And
like your first job,
but that was because I needed a place to stay. I needed to get away from poverty. I needed to get away from all the shenanigans, domestic violence from my parents and all that. And I escaped that and came to Nairobi, where I thought that I could live with Wadozi so that I can actually have a place to stay. That was the main reason. Yes.
Okay, so what was your other job experience, and how did you come about to live? How long did you live in Nairobi before?
So basically, not really long time. I can't remember exactly, but I worked as a housemaid for approximately 3 or 4 years. And then after that, I was employed in a certain church to work as one of the workers in the kitchen department. So how I came to work for that church was I was homeless because one time I was chased away by my boss after working as a domestic worker. So my boss had enough of me because her husband was trying to get with me. And I let my boss know that actually your husband is disturbing me, but she sided with her husband and chased me away from her house. So from then, I sought refuge in church. So I was sleeping in church pew. I had no place to stay. Then from church, that is where I was being paid, and the church was paying for me a hostel. So I was living in a hostel while working in church. That was the compensation. Like you work for us and you pay for us. You have a place to stay as you figure out your life. So I stayed in church, and then I was living in a hostel in Gara. Then from the hostel, I started joining modeling. So I was modeling here and there, and because, So not much, but I modeled. I modeled enough, saved enough money to start. So from the church is where I stopped working as a domestic worker. And I went to church.
Then after that,
after the modeling
opportunities,
after the modeling, that's when I started getting jobs, hostessing. So I hostess in main events. So I used to be a hostess, for example, in Tusker was the fame of 206. I was one of the hostesses. And I modeled with a model house called Liz Ogumbo, Rainford. She had a model house. She was a supermodel based in New York, and then she came to Kenya to give girls opportunity to model. So I modeled with her for quite some time. From there, I gained experience. I gained. I had poise. I had a personality. And after that, that is when I now. From the hostel, I was modeling while living in the hostel and working in church at first time. Then from there, I got to now hear opportunities for other jobs. I was always looking for jobs. That is when an advertisement was announced, and I went for an interview to go to Dubai as a sales executive. So yeah, so that is how I came to go to diaspora, live in Dubai for quite some time. I went to Dubai in 2007, and I worked in Dubai for like 1 year and a half, then moved to Abu Dhabi for the rest of the years because I lived there for approximately 12 years.
In the U.A.E.
Yes.
So you just recently got back from
the
Emirates. So how did it start the plan to build, and Like what? How did it start?
So first of all, I went to the Emirates with a sales job. Was paying very poorly. Living condition was very bad. It was almost like slavery because we went to buy cheap labor. So they took away our passports. The living condition was poor. The working. We worked a lot of hours. Then I was very miserable because my siblings back home were suffering, and I wanted to help them with education and everything. So from this church, what am I saying? From this job, I was I started getting very frustrated, and then one day I remember, because of my frustrations and all that, I had not just my frustrations, but I had a fight with one of my co-workers, Nepali co-workers, because she abused me and I hit her. Okay, so I was working as in makeup department makeup artist. Yes, makeup artist, makeup department in sales and marketing in apparel group. Yeah, so at the mall, yes. Yeah. So that lady abused me, I beat her. And the work policy, we're not supposed to fight, so I was suspended. So when I was suspended, that is when I was working in the sales, people used to come to my work and tell me, why are you wasting your life? Yeah. Work for airline, do some modeling, because because in where I was working, we had to put on high heels. So when I put on high heels, I was quite tall, and I was very, very thick, skinny, and I had modeling features, as they say. Yeah, it's very true. Yeah, so from there, I started, sorry, let me get something in here.
We're the ones who are in your kitchen.
Yeah,
because you say.
Yeah, so from working from there, when I was suspended, I started looking for jobs. So I applied jobs. So first of all, I went for an interview with Emirates. And Emirates, we were 200 of us. Yeah, you're seeing what I'm thinking. So Emirates, we were 200 of us, and the interview was quite tough. I made it to final three. And final three, the interview was like 3 stages.
Talking about that, I'm going to do another video with you.
Oh my God, you have to pay me for these videos. You have to pay me.
So guys, super chat me so I can ask her these questions, because being an air hostess has always been my dream career. So I want to ask you other questions about being like the interview process. But let's continue.
Yeah, so I was very frustrated. What am I saying? For the interview process, with the Emirates, it was very, very strict and very, very tough, because we remember we were 200 and we were narrowed to 3. Yeah. And all of those people who were amongst the people who were supposed to went to the final interview. There were 2 ex-cabin crew, and I was like, not an ex-cabin crew. But obviously, because I don't know why they chose me, but I think I worked hard on that interview.
Yes, you worked hard, and then
I proved myself, hard.
Power,
yeah. So
God. Yeah,
so when I was in the Emirates interview, and I remember that year, all of us who were actually selected for that interview, some of us did not make it because we were made a regret letter. After, like you find, congratulations, you've made it, and then after that, something happens, then they suspend training, then they say, we've put you on hold. Then we waited on hold, but I was suspended from my other job, so I had to look for a job very quickly. So our training was put on hold. I didn't know when they were gonna come to talk to me or me. So I applied, because Etihad and Nini and Emirates, they're just airlines with same policy, everything is the same. So when I went to that interview, I nailed it, okay? I nailed it because Emirates had already prepared me, because it was tougher than Etihad anyway. Yeah. So I'm just like putting a little bit of hot water too.
On the fishes, on the slimy fish.
Like almost like washing it and stuff. Until now, 2020. So I got very tired of flying. I got frustrated, wee hours, I was just tired. So I didn't want to renew. I had planned to work for Etihad for total of 10 years. So my 10 year was up, and I did not renew my contract.
Okay. Sorry about the Wi-Fi. So during that time, when did you decide this is gonna be your project to build a home before you come back home?
it has always been my dream to own a place, because remember, we were born and my mom died even not having a place called home. So I had always, we have been known as those people who they are living homeless like a bird, we didn't have a place. So I always wanted to own a home. So when I was in the Emirates, that was my main goal, looking forward to own a home. So when I got a job with Etihad, it was easier because banks give loans in this airline, because it depends on, you have to earn a certain amount of money for you to have the loan. So I got loans, a couple of loans, and my first thing was to actually buy land and start developing. And that is what happened, that I paid those loans in a span of 7 years.
A span of 7 years.
Yes.
Wow.
And built this house, and
So you built this house from scratch. You found the land from scratch. How did you go about finding the land?
Okay, there's a lady friend of mine who we used to go to school with. We reconnected, and then she told me that her husband works with land surveyors.
Oh, okay.
And then she told me that there are people who usually sell land through her husband. So there was available lands here. They were being subdivided. This somebody is calling me.
You can take the call. You can go, and then I can read the comments. So guys, as you can see, our host today she's building a house. She's obviously the house. That's why I'm not showing you the truth. It's a true story. It's continuing being final finishes, final touches. So as she continues to take the call, I'm going to answer your questions. Hi Annette, you're watching from Saudi Arabia, 8 years, and I own a home. It's really good feeling when you do something that shows you've been working in Nigeria. Yes, that is really nice, and I'm inspired by people who just build their houses. That's the road I want to take in life, and that's why I'm surrounding myself with a good network. So good network of friends, so that this is what I inspire to do. And yeah, it's a really good feeling. So Kemunto, really today you are beautiful. Thank you for saying how to show up. Thank you, Les Insisted. You're absolutely right about that. Yes, that's very true. Owning a home is my number one priority. Yes. So another question as we continue, I want to ask you guys. I'm going to ask her, this is the plan. I'm going to ask her how much it costs for her to build this house, and how much it costs her to buy land and to build this house. Those are coming questions, so please take and stay tuned, because this video is going to be very informational and very helpful for guys who are in Kenya or abroad, or just interested in building a house here in Kenya. So please stay tuned. Don't leave this live, because these questions are going to be answered, and she's very fluid. She's very open to help you guys with whatever and experiences she's had building a home. So I want to ask you guys, as we continue, do you think buying a house or building a house, which option do you go for, and why do you choose maybe to build a house versus buying a house? I want to see those questions. Please be active, be engaging on the comments, because we're going to answer everything that you guys have for us. So where were we? Wait a minute. Okay. So let me answer your questions. Finish your drink. So you guys will want me to be drunk. I've finished this one, this whole one, me, myself, and I. Let me just finish it. When I get drunk, what is the remedy for hangover?
What is just a small one? How you get drunk with that?
Oh, this one, sorry guys, it's the Wi-Fi. It's coming back, so okay. Don't run away. Yes, I hate chili nobody's business.
You like?
Yes.
Like a Scotch bonnet.
Where did you live? I surveyed, the lady.
Oh, yeah. So
so
the lady let me know about these projects. The lands were being subdivided here. Then she was a broker,
Yeah.
so I bought land via her, but the lady who was buying these lands, he left the title deed and the papers with a lawyer.
Okay.
So the lawyer was the one who was facilitating.
Yeah.
Who's the come get out. I need to see her at our.
No, it's okay.
Guys, wait.
It's okay. So guys, if you want any contact with her, this lady is very honest. I can vouch for her 100%. So if you're interested in buying, because I know these are the questions that are going to come in. If you're interested to buy land, to build here, I think the best person to consult is Nairobi Kenya. Her email address I'm obviously going to leave down below. Yeah, and in the meantime, and in the meantime, please subscribe, and go also to our channel to subscribe. Yeah, don't worry. We are going to answer every question that you have. Please stay tuned. The questions that are coming up. Okay, let me just tell you the questions that are coming up so that you know you can. Yeah, how much? How much?
Can I finish? I finish first.
Yeah. Yeah. You are back. Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah. She's back.
So anyway, so that lady, I was the owner of these subdivided plots was selling lands via a lawyer, so it was quite genuine because it's very easy to get conned.
Yeah, it's very
buying
easy.
Land from somebody who just pose as the owner, but they don't have original papers.
Yeah.
So,
and they can forge papers too. So
yeah, so they gave me a photocopy of this land papers, and then I had to search. So I went to search it on the land authorities, and the name was there, was matching the papers itself. So yeah, so that is how I got this land.
yeah, so lawyers are also involved so that you don't.
Yeah, the lawyer, it was being sold via the lawyer, but I had to pay legal fees. So
yes, of course, you have to pay every service that you receive. You have to pay for it. Yeah. So the next one is building. So the big question is how much it costs. How much does it cost to build?
Oh my God!
House? Like roughly, you can just say an approximate.
It's like that is just like declaring your wealth.
Guys, how much is your house worth then? Then again,
I don't want to declare my wealth. Can I pass that question?
But okay, if someone who's interested in moving here to buy land, to buy a house, how much can you say that they should be equipped with?
So land appreciates.
Yeah.
Now it's not like when we bought land those days.
Yeah. But you can
this I can
now.
say what I bought this plot. This plot costed me 400,000.
Shillings.
And it is
that's like
quarter of an acre.
That's like $4,000 US.
Yeah, and it is quarter of an acre.
And it's in the suburban areas of Nairobi.
Yeah, it's a very nice area.
Yeah, it's the suburban areas of Nairobi, Kenya.
But now it's costing costed.
Yeah,
sorry, my English is not my first language. Now the plot is cost 1.5 M.
Like 1 acre, it's 1 acre.
No,
Quarter of an acre, it's costing 1 million Kenyan shillings
for now.
As we speak, because land
is going high. Yeah.
And then maybe next year it's also gonna be going high. But we're speaking of current events. So 1 million Kenyan, 10,000 US dollars. I have to say dollars because people really want to know. People from other nationalities want to know. Kenya is a hotspot. People want to live here. People want to, as we Kenyans want to move outside, people want to come
here because
outside.
It's very easy
to
buy and build is cheaper than less by far.
Yeah, and the living quality here
is very much better.
Yeah, I get that a lot for people who have lived there outside. So your experience with builders, I think this one you can tell us.
My God,
what's your experience?
Guys, I would say horrible.
Horrible.
The reason why, because I was building while I was in diaspora. I was a jet setter. You know, when you're a flight attendant, you're always in different countries.
Yeah.
So I was flying while building 2 homes at the same time.
Imagine.
So it was not easy. I can say that I really lost a lot of money.
Yeah.
But that's just with building. I would say building, when you're using the local methods, will cost you money because these people are very cunning. And I was naive, I didn't know things.
Would you recommend your contractor? Would you, like, if a friend or someone acquaintance?
The one I have now,
the one you have now.
The one who built this house, I wouldn't.
Why?
I wouldn't.
Why?
I wouldn't because
What
he was
was
hiking.
the prices?
Okay, first of all, I fired so many contractors who started to build this house because it was just not. First of all, one gave me quotation for materials, and then when I went later on, when I went to the hardware, I found that he hiked prices by like more than 3,000 Kenya shillings per an item. Per every, he hiked, he hiked prices. And usually they go to the hardware where they are stealing money. Those hardware people help them steal money.
So you need to find a good constructor, at least to the initial stages, to make your work much more easier. So
you need to find a good, reliable contractor. But I understand the reason why people don't want to deal with contractors. Sometimes they choose to buy a ready-built place.
That was my next question, by the way. Is it cheaper to build or buy?
It's cheaper to build. Cheaper building is cheaper. That is when you are around.
Yeah, when you are around.
It's much more cheaper. If you can, let's say a house that you can build with 3 million can easily cost you 5 million. So I recommend people to actually believe.
Even with all the hassle and stress of building,
this house in itself right now, the way it is, can cost you up to 10 million.
10 million.
Yes. And I cannot say that I wish 10 million in building this house. Yeah.
So, would you ever consider being a project manager, like building homes for people who live outside the country? Would you ever consider being?
Yes, because I have a very keen eye.
Yeah.
When it comes to monitoring, I have a very keen eye because I've learned from experience after being called and stuff. And also finishing project, like I'm very keen on finishing.
On the finishing touches.
Yeah,
yes, and that's why we are not showing you the true story, the other side.
Because I have not really done decorating.
But I can tell you as an outsider, the house is really beautiful.
Even the rooms
the finishing, even the rooms downstairs, you can see like the idea, like the finishing touches will be so like.
And I designed the house by myself. Yes. And then you guys, something else. Usually, people want to involve the government by doing everything from the scratch. You want an engineer, you want Nini, you want to involve people and pay money as you go. You want your house to be approved before you start building it.
Yeah.
You are going to need so much money to delay your project, but doesn't mean that you don't pay, because usually people come in the site when you are setting up a place, they ask you for hongo if you don't have papers.
So it's good you go the legal way when you can.
It's more expensive going the legal. If somebody no nonsense and you don't have papers, I would recommend. But imagine Juakali Akunanga papers. Even the other house doesn't have, and it's a nini.
Yeah. So because I know many foreigners watch this, there are people who don't have a Kenyan, who are not citizens of Kenya. Do you still recommend them to find shortcuts or just find the legal way?
No, okay.
Or you can be the project manager,
finding shortcuts
out.
Yeah, but finding shortcut is always like a dangerous way.
Yeah, it's very dangerous.
Because for example, if somebody gets injured in your while they were painting or it's on you, the owner of the one who is being developed for. They will ask you first of all where you approved to build, Yeah, but for me, I was always running away when I see them. Then I come back after they're gone. Because me, I was sneaky. Because I was sneaky about that, but I was lucky everything is fine with my house.
Yeah.
But depending with how long is your house. If you're building a story building, you need it to be approved.
So what would you advise people moving here to Africa, specifically Kenya, for the first time?
It's much cheaper. But
They should invest. What kind of investments do you think will
real estate, building and renting out.
Yeah. So guys, you've heard.
Sales like hotcake.
You really have. You've heard what she's saying, and if you are getting useful information, please give this video a thumbs up. It really helps with the YouTube algorithms. And because I'm working so hard, I've done 2 live streams today. Please just show our sister some kind of appreciation. Also, this sister is also a link on bio, or you can find him. You can find her at the Nilotic Impress TV. She has a YouTube channel. Yeah. She's not like practicing YouTube. She's just doing YouTube for just like a hobby. Yeah. But I think you should just do your YouTube. Now you have free time.
People say that I have potential for YouTube.
You are very potential. You are a YouTuber. You are an influencer. You influence me to build a house. You've shown me it's possible with hard work, dedication, and the right mindset. I'm gonna build a house. So yeah, and with your own self. No man helps you.
No man.
That's very important.
No man.
I know people will comment down below. Oh, it's your boyfriend who's helping you with this construction. No.
Because usually, listen, even now, even when I'm now in Kenya, people still assume that I'm dating Mzungu. That's the reason why.
Yes.
I'm dating.
That's
say that I'm dating a Mzungu pilot.
Yeah, and that's why she's able.
That's why I can be able to have this.
It's a hair hostess money. Her hair hostess money. Oh my God. This is why I like this lady. She has
nuts. Let me not lie to you. It's not.
Yeah. So another question is, let me see. We already said the value of the house. This value of a house right now, it costs 10 million.
Yeah.
What do you do for a living? Oh, you already said
I was a hostess.
And now what are you doing? What is your projects, your new projects? What's like? What are you? No, it's okay. You can say
I have a business.
Yeah.
I have a business. That's where I can leave it. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. That's good enough because she's been really honest. And the only reason, maybe you start a Patreon and you can talk to level-minded people. People want to be people, you can ask for a consulting fee so that you know the person is serious and there's no ill motive.
No, but my business is you saw it.
Me, I saw it, but maybe someone here will be interested.
Yeah, but I already say build and rent.
Yeah.
Yeah, so build and rent, that's the one I'm doing.
So you visited over how many countries?
Oh my God. I would say 100 plus.
100 plus. Which continents, maybe?
Asia, Europe, America.
Like every continent in the world.
Yeah. You need that. So the place I haven't gone to probably is just Jamaica and
the Caribbean. I want to go to Jamaica.
I haven't gone to. I need to do something, but I need to switch off this because nimeweka maji ya ugali
kwa heater. So the next question. So you visited over 100 countries.
Yeah.
Why did you choose to build it here?
Why? Yes, because it's home and it's easier for me to do it. Oh, and it's easier. It's like I don't need to. Because a lot of people were telling me, how dare you just like people are saying that I'm sleeping on my mind. I'm not very smart.
No, you are very smart.
No,
and you have God's favor also because I think you pray so much, so God leads you. Because now Africa is an investing hub. People don't know it. And this is how people become millionaires, because they tap into the market before it becomes.
No, but they are telling me that I should have gone to Canada.
No, they are lying. They are lying to you. Africa is the best place to be.
It's a shit on anyway. No, it's not.
No, Africa, if you know how to invest, if you have a home, it's the best place to be.
Exactly.
Because you have everything. Only corrupt politicians.
Exactly. They are very
Cheers.
They are very corrupt.
Yes. Which country do you like the most? Like the one that you have memories apart from Kenya, because I know you are going to choose Kenya, of course. Kenya is home, Kenya is where you love to be, but which other country that you visited do you like?
I would say Canada. Yeah, I would say Canada. Canada had left me, and also Switzerland.
Wow.
Because Switzerland, the great mountains and the waterfalls, and and I went to rainfall, like the things that made me have a wow moment.
Okay.
So I like waterfalls. So and I saw Niagara Falls, and I was Canada. Canada, there's something about Canada. I don't know why. When you are there, you just feel at home, even though it's not your country. Nobody is discriminating.
Nationality.
Yes.
Every
Yes.
nationality.
So I would say Canada and Switzerland.
Wow, that's really nice.
Yeah.
Any building tips? Any building tips you have for the viewers interested in building in Kenya, Africa? Any tips?
Any building, always counter. Always don't just rely on one quotation. Have several quotations before you make your mind, and make sure you counter check the prices, the building material prices, and also what else? Find recommendation. Because somebody you have, if you want a fully a mason, see whatever work he's done before you employ him, whether be it to our fittings, the tiles, to our fittings, the kitchen cabinets. The person I hired for kitchen cabinets, I wasn't 100% happy with the finishing.
Wow.
No, it's because I'm used to high quality stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you've gone to hotel apartments. Yeah, because we were always sometimes living in hotel apartments, and then you see the way they've set up, and then you come and then you find natuanisha makosa ndogo kama hizi,
Wow, this is why I tell you guys I want to travel.
It's extremely expensive as well. So I'm not happy about that. So just see his work first. He's good, but it could be better. Yeah.
So me, I have I saw my sister also built a house, and I saw all the struggles that she went through. And I really like the constructor, and she also said the constructor is
amazing.
Nice. Yeah, he's honest, reliable, transparent. Yeah, because transparency is really rare in Kenya. So when you find someone transparent, please stick with them. And that's why, if you have any building projects or you want any advice, of course, for our consultancy fee. It's me who I'm forcing her to charge. The reason why I'm telling you to charge is so that you can determine someone who is very serious. Because there are so many people out there who just want to know information for their own motives or bad things. So if you pay her, she can be able to tell you, have a one-on-one with you. Because she's a very busy lady. You've seen her. She's very busy. She just gave me time today out of her busy schedule so that. Because she's really helpful, she's generous, she's very open-minded, and she loves helping. With anything she has, she likes sharing and helping others also to achieve their dream. Yeah. So if this is your dream, please contact her. And as I told you,
and whatever you do, please do not involve your family members.
That's very true.
Do not involve, no matter how you trust them.
That's very true.
Don't involve your family members.
I have a story.
Horrible.
I have an experience about that. That's why my brother, I had we were beefing with my brother because she built a house in Mombasa, and we only knew when it's even 1 year later. 1 year later, but now I understand why silence.
Because
I'm moving like that also.
To them, you will only be a millionaire. To them, they don't want to know your struggles.
Yeah, especially flight attendants. People have this notion that you are rich, you're forever rich.
Yeah. They don't want to know whether that money you're paying it through sweat and blood because
you work so hard. You work very hard.
Yeah.
You have sleep deprivation because you sleep on different time.
My last flight, one of the last flight, we had death on board. We had to handle the body. We had to take care of this. Yeah, this woman died in the aircraft. We had to handle everything. After that, I said enough.
It's like a farewell.
Enough.
Wow.
That's it.
Of all the things that could have happened.
Yeah, one of my last flights.
Wow. It's like a sign.
Can you
I
imagine?
think God has a favor with you.
Well.
Maybe it was doing that so that you finalize everything.
My God, I still playing in my head how we did CPR on a dead body because it's the procedure. Because we cannot pronounce anybody dead. You have to continue doing CPR because if you don't do CPR, they can have legal lawsuit over you why you didn't do CPR. So you have to do it just for the sake of them not suing the company.
Wow.
So we were forced to do CPR on
A dead
person who's already have rigor mortis.
What is rigor mortis?
The body had already become stiff.
Wow. That is really terrifying.
So can you imagine? That job, it's a nice job, guys. Amazing job.
Yeah.
But it has a lot, it's not for the faint-hearted.
And I think with everything that comes your way, if you if you manifest it, this will just align together.
No, mostly flight attendants become alcoholics.
Yeah.
Because of the stress of the job, and sometimes the pressure is just too much.
Or they become addicted to drugs.
Yeah, they become alcoholics.
Yeah.
And then they get into drugs, and then they just get into very bad habits.
The flight attendant. Wow.
Sometimes they get into some things that are not good.
So you've been in Kenya since you moved back. How many months now?
2 months now.
Are you loving it? The
Yes.
process.
So far so good. I wouldn't complain.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
what is your biggest tip for like Kenyans who went like the same stories like you, like they went out to work so that they can come back home? Like any tips for them?
people are always afraid of coming back home because
Mm-hmm.
Kenya, as in since we've been introduced to Kenya, some of you maybe have had it easy. For me, it was very hard living in Kenya. So it has always had nightmare coming back to Kenya. Sometimes I was thinking maybe the money I have wouldn't be enough. I'll burn it and fall back into poverty and it's just like thinking out loud.
Mm-hmm.
But when you come back home, I'm not saying just pack and come. No, you have to depanga.
Have a plan.
No.
You see, you had a plan from the word go.
Yeah, you
had a
have
plan.
to depanga.
Yeah.
Don't just say, I'm tired with my job, leave your job and come. My dear, you taitana. So jipange. And
Because here Kenya, don't think you're coming to Kenya to find jobs. There are no jobs.
yeah.
There are no jobs. I'm just saying the truth.
So
You have to know someone, even like you have to know like a godfather. You have to have a godfather to get a well-paying job.
So many people are in businesses, my God. It's
Yeah.
just businesses that people are sustaining a lot of people here.
Yeah.
Mm.
So those are all the questions I had. Let me read your questions so that we can finish this live, or we'll finish when she's almost about to finish the food. We can continue.
Yeah,
We can continue. Guys, let me know if we should continue. I'll read the questions, and if there's any question for Nilotic, I'll read it loud. She says. So J.A. says, amazing. It's beautiful to see Nilotic Impress supporting her sister. The Lord will reward your kindness. Love it. I pray that you too grow your content and friendship. Yes, thank you so much.
Yeah.
That means a lot to me. She's a very open. Yes, that's the word. She's very open. Like
it's what you see, what you get.
yeah, she's so real. She's down to earth. She's a very transparent person. It's really hard.
Yeah.
I want to tell you, it's really hard to find someone who's transparent, open, and just really available to give like advice, very generous in Kenya or anywhere in the world. Let me just not say Kenya alone. Hard. And when you find someone like that, please treasure and respect them also. Don't take them also for granted. Don't use them. Yeah, let me read the other questions. So another Lily said, thank you. Shout out to Lily also. I feel you, Electric. Every day calls you for money. When you give them, they waste the money because they don't know the struggle. Sadly, it's very true. It's very true. Please don't ever let anyone take you for granted. You've worked hard enough for your money, and your money is your money. And you should always feel like when you're giving out the money, let you give them money because you want it, not anyone, not even your mother that has forced you to give out the money. Yeah, true, true, true. Yeah, come and see, come and see. Shout out to you. I really want to know. I have a feeling that you're Jamaican. Come and see. Awesome. Now you're all welcome to Canada. Yes. My goal in life is to travel everywhere in the world because I believe like education is not, you don't get education only mingling with different cultures, traveling to opportunity to travel to any country, please do it. Even if you have an opportunity to travel even to another town, please do it. It just, this how it opens up your mind. So yeah. Another question is, less sensitive. People will say anything, but you know your worth. Yes, yeah. I believe that too. And I'm a person. Do you like what people say? Does it really hurt you?
Yes,
it does.
I'm a very sensitive person. I'm a very sensitive person. It doesn't like, for example, when we were on live with you, a lady said that there's a way that you can say something and put it as a fact with a full stop at the end of it, or you can put a question, or you can ask like seems. If there's an English word, the way you can put it. But she placed a sentence like it's a fact. So without even knowing me, she said, I seem like I'm not a good person. Like I seem like I'm I don't know. There's just something that she said that was very mean.
A person like that is closed-minded. That's why.
And I was just like, and I've seen that same person commenting on my channel very negative things. Because they are also my follower. Yeah. So out of me being with Kemunto and talking all the things we talked about, helpful things, the only thing that without even knowing me, you just said, I seem like, she said, no, she seems, Nalotic Express seems like a very strict, not a good person to live with. No. It seems like it's very difficult to live with Nalotic Express.
I can vouch for it. I can vouch for like, I always like read like motivational videos. I read motivational books. For someone like that, an example like that, she's a person that doesn't have anything else to do in life, and the only thing she wants to do is comment negative because that's what her life is all about, negative. So you can only feel sorry for her for being close-minded. Yeah. Business lady, kudos, Koi. Very independent lady. Yes, you're very independent. She's very independent. Thank you. Like, I'm so inspired by her. Like, I'm very inspired by her so much. Thank you. Koi said, Kemunto, I'm watching from Impress videos. Say hi to her. Koi said she's from your videos.
Oh, welcome, darling.
Welcome, and thank you so much. Yeah. Honestly, Lily, that's awesome. Keep going, girl. Nothing is impossible as long as you are determined. That's very true. Exactly. And you can see it. You can see the actual.
I forgot to say something.
Yes.
It's not because of me, guys. Yeah. Everything is possible just because of God. It might feel like it's cliche, but I will tell you that things would have not been for me if it was not for the hand of God. I would not say it's not by my own strength.
I believe so too. Lesson said, yes, girl, I wonder why most people say pesa za majuu hazifanyi maendeleo. You know those people who say that they criticize people who are from abroad, they start laughing that you have no, you went abroad and you came with nothing.
Yeah, there are some people who
share questions.
There are some people, unfortunately, who went abroad and
because they didn't have God on their side, they didn't have goals, and they didn't they didn't plan ahead. You see, Nilotic, when she got hired, the first thing she did, she took a loan.
Yes.
And she used that loan
I remember
she invested on that loan. She didn't go out partying, going to like buying designer things, and not saying that is wrong, but first have basic needs before you start going and buying things, expensive things that will just depreciate. A house will always appreciate.
Yes. Exactly.
I want to see this food. Hussein says he wants to see the food. It's almost done, guys.
It's almost gonna be done in a minute.
We're cooking the food today. The menu today is ugali. Ugali is our favorite local food made of cornmeal. Not cornmeal, flour, maize flour. And then tilapia, stew, and cabbage.
Yeah,
we're gonna show you the end result, obviously. Millie said, I love how committed and hardworking she is. Luo girl with taste for good things. He put up that anointing Kemunto. I'm telling you, this camera doesn't show how luxurious this house is.
Yeah, it doesn't. And it's
not even and it's not even the lady the African woman.
It doesn't do it justice.
She says in her own words, she says that she hasn't finished the finishing touches, but it's so nice, guys.
Like deco.
She hasn't done deco. Yeah.
The way I wanted it to be decorated.
Yeah, love. Another one. Thank you, Millie. That comment really made our day. I'm Indian. Hussein said is Indian. Hi. I see a video, decided I travel to Africa. You're welcome. Africa is the place to be. We have safaris, we have the beach, we have the bush, the village life. Like Kenya is sleeping. The Kenya government, Uhuru, our president, is sleeping on me. I'm a great ambassador for Kenya. I'm building my parents' house. I'm almost done. Then I can build mine. Also have a plan for the next 10 to 15 years, and I will be going back to Kenya. These Canadian winters are not for me. Really, if you have a plan, pray on it.
Winter in Canada,
and it's really honorable that you're building your parents' house. That way you're passing it forward. Imagine God will just reward you with everything. Everything will be like aligned, and you'll have everything that you dream for. Like parents are the most special person. If you have them, please cherish them, take care of them. Like that's an African thing. To take care of our parents, our elderly, our family. Even if they are really annoying, we still love them.
They're always annoying, but
yes, we still love them. Atifa said, Kemunto Aki, you are a funny chick. Nimefanya nini tena venye leo nimekuja very serious with questions. Leo nimekuwa very serious. Yeah. Because this is a very serious topic. Yes.
She's done her research.
Yeah, I'm not even happy with the questions because I want to have more questions than but it's okay. Faith, hey Bear, looking good, thank you. What about previous questions? Oh, the previous questions.
Which one?
On the live. Let me go and check the previous questions on the live. Remember, when people are asking about building questions, we said we are going to answer here.
Yeah, I don't remember, but just find them.
Let me find them and answer them. The Wi-Fi won't let us down again. But we have the best Wi-Fi in Kenya. We need
I don't know why you keep saying
Africa.
That.
It's true because I've met Ghanaians, I've met West Africans, I've met even South Africans, and they say Kenya's Wi-Fi is the fastest in Africa, in the African continent. Please guys, vote for me. Vote if I'm saying the truth. I can only rely. Let me see the questions.
And furniture places in Mombasa Road. The same furniture they have it.
Guys, where are the questions? They disappeared. I don't know what happened to the question, but can keep on commenting. You know, YouTube is something. The food is ready. Let me show them. It looks so good. Let me wash my hands and then read the comments. It's fish. Skuma, as in fish, cabbage, really good cool. Fish, cabbage, and ugali. I'll show you guys because I
I'll show you guys properly. So there's fish, that's mine, that's Kemunto's. So fish, cabbage, and ugali, tilapia.
Yeah, we're still going to eat. Guys, do you want us to eat while we read your questions? Because apparently this is a really good live stream. You have really good questions here. And I love creating useful content, guys.
So what will we do? We go to the living room.
We go to the living room and continue doing this.
Who carry that?
Let me carry you guys because you are my babies, my K-tribe, you are my babies.
I'm gonna call the next cabin.
Okay. Let me carry now also my food.
Bring, I'll carry your food for you, and then you can carry the rest of the things.
Okay. Guys, great. Andy, oh, my best friend. Like, this lady has always been there for me. I'll never forget her, Andy T. Me looking at your cabinets and envying you. Wow, you should see what my phone did to mine. So, Andy T is saying she's looking at your cabinet, the ones from there.
We sit on this side.
You sit on this side. Okay. She's saying your cabinet, your kitchen cabinet. Her food did her wonders.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wonders, as in my food is good and her food is
yours is good.
Oh.
Hers is terrible.
Oh my goodness.
Like he did her bad.
That's not nice.
Terry Kwanza, I'm still waiting for your invitation. I know this lady, she's the best. Yani, sijaiona watu kama hao. Wacha niendelea read your comments as Nairobi. Yani, this is content creation. The people who say like content creation is so easy, please just try it. It takes angles, tripods, nini. It's really hard work. So let me read your questions on the laptop. And you guys, let me know. I'm trying this new thing where I live stream. My fellow content creators told me that live streaming is really good. You get to connect with your subscribers. And you guys, you always know I want the best for you. I want to feel like I'm doing something different on this social media. I just don't want to be an influencer. I want to impact your lives. Let me test this food. Just kianja. Sinacheka junajita influencer.
Nimeweka chumvi mob.
Wow, ni poa kabisa. It's really good. I love salt, which is bad. I should stop. This is food is so good.
Ring light.
Mutani.
Oh, ring light.
Babayo.
Ndio hiyo kula.
So another question is, please keep on engaging, guys. Today, Winnie, please, if you had a question from the previous live, I don't know what happened to YouTube. My love, like in the morning is still processing, so I still don't have those like questions. So please reply to, like, if you had a question from today's live, please continue live chatting. So today is that day that I'm gonna answer everything. Oh my god, we're so cute. Can you see how beautiful her nini is? Because I'm so in love with your windows.
My windows?
Yeah, and your, how do they say, your
my curtains?
Yes, they're so
Somebody
nice.
said my curtains are not good.
Me, your curtains are so good. Like even the curtain rod.
Oh, sorry,
it's so good. I love it. Another question is, Jacqueline says, hi, Nilotic. Good timing. Very good timing.
Guys,
it is a good time by the
I'm a messy eater, so don't judge me, please. I'm eating fish.
This fish. This is like, luo vizuri. They say, leave it to the Lord to cook fish. No, I know why. I like it. I like it, kabisa. And then another one said, Priscilla, are you thinking of going to Dubai Kemunto? Yes. Because I've realized, even with my YouTube subscribers, people are getting brand deals, like legit brand deals, with only 5,000 subscribers in South Africa. Of course, South Africa, they don't want us there. They call us, how do they call us? There's a name they call us. I'm not hating on South Africans. I love
What
South
is this?
Africans
What
very
is
much.
this?
I don't know what is this. Amani, kamera yangu ndio imeharibika sasa kabisa.
Oh, imepasuka kwa screen.
Ama ni reflection ya light, reflection ya light. Reflection ya kitu. Sijui juu ni kufanya hivi, ona. Sinapotea. Unaona? Guys, you can't be perfect. See. Oh, ni reflection. Ni reflection. Ya laptop.
Sio hiyo sasa.
But bwana ni kuweka hiyo side nyingine ionekane.
Kama ni hii light ya living room.
Ni hiyo ya living room. I don't know if it's true. Ni hiyo. Ni hiyo. Ni hiyo. At least iko sexy. We are sexy. Guys, if you are eating, tell us what you are eating. Yes, but yes, Priscilla, yes, I want to go to Dubai. I want to go just to go abroad, just to get money to invest and come back home if it's possible. But that's my plan. Because in Kenya, people are taking influencers for a ride. They want to give you free product. How am I going to be getting free product? How am I going to build a house by getting free product? Yeah, so that's why I want to go outside. Yeah, I love Kenya, but I'll just be poor living in Kenya. Who is saying? Emily Kerubo is saying, I'm in love with the Nilotic Impress. She has such a huge heart. I bet Kemunto, you're lucky to have her. May the God Lord richly bless you. I would love to meet you guys. Thank you so much. And it's very true.
Thank you so much. You're so kind.
Yeah, she has a very nice heart.
Thank you.
And she's transparent. That's what I like about her. She's very transparent and direct.
Thank you.
And direct.
So now we are doing a mukbang, and it's not easy to eat.
It's not easy.
Bone fish on the camera.
Yeah, true. It's beautiful to see an electric impress supporting a sister. The Lord will reward you. Kindness, love it. I pray that you too grow your content and friendship. Thank you so much. So let me read the other first questions. I like your video because it's local and real people of Africa. Thank you, and it's an Indian telling us that.
Oh, bless
you
nice.
So much. That has always been a goal from me from the word go. I always wanted to show Nairobi, my village, my home, my real life. Yes, just no acting, just the truth. Beautiful ladies, Joy said. And then Kemunto, I find catch you on live stream. Yes, Dainty is a Jamaican. She's a Jamaican.
Oh, yeah?
Dainty Page. Thank you so much. Thank you for supporting us, sister. I always see your comments. Ever since you've subscribed, you've always been engaging on the comments, and I love that. These two girls are themselves. I love them more and more. Thank you so much. Your food will get
cold when you.
I love cold food.
Mama, you want me to read those questions?
You can read them. Haraka na kukula. Sawa.
Just continue reading, you know.
I'm here drinking water, watching you guys. Thank you so
I
much.
wish you had ugali as well. You had something.
She's a Nini. I think she's a Jamaican and she lives in America. Yeah. Do Jamaicans also have something like this?
Ugali and
Nini. Like ugali. I saw like my friend, she's Jamaican, she cooked fish differently. It was an escovitch fish. I'll never forget it because it was so delicious. Judy Hines, if you are watching, hi. In Tanzania, she cooked a Jamaican dish.
This food needs you to eat when you are.
I heard Betty Mongo saying, I like that she's godly lady. May God bless her. Let her leave a number. I would like to hear from her. Betty Mwango.
Betty Mwangi.
Betty Mwango. She says that she likes that you are godly.
Oh, okay.
And she would like to have your number.
Okay.
You can contact her on emails, right? I'm to a Nilotic wishing from Brooklyn, New York. Hi, thank you, Anne.
That's the last question, though.
Oh, there's someone saying, Mercy Kemunto saying, I had one contractor whom I paid double the rate for contractors in that area, thinking it will motivate him as it will be a Mayo. We later found out to TikToker site anabeba simiti na machuma. Okay.
Contractors are very backwards. Not all, but majority.
Yeah. If you find a good one, stick to them.
They want to get rich so fast.
Yeah, and that's why I'll always recommend
And it's not possible.
my sister's contractor also. She was nice. He was nice.
I think that's it with the questions.
We should keep positive. It is a sign of immaturity and a lack of self-awareness to spend time pointing fingers at the perceived shortcomings of others. Spend that time focused on improving yourself. I think the time when you are explaining yourself about that comment that pissed you off. Remember? Yeah.
Gonna an appointment for tilapia. Following your art, Kenya is a good place to be in if you have money. No, we don't have that.
Focus that. If you have money, Kenya is the place to be.
Yeah.
If you don't have money, it's a place full of frustrations.
Exactly. But imagine there's just people who live from hand to mouth. They take day one day at a time.
My sister.
They take it one day at a time.
Mama Solange, she loves Kenya. She always questions me. She doesn't understand me why I want to move out of Kenya. She just loves the simple life.
Even if it is just
all her friends have
food.
gone to Dubai, but they always want her to go, but she doesn't want that. She's very comfortable here. She's very happy. I always tell her I wish I was her, but it's God who put these dreams on my mind.
Somebody is saying, please allow Ruby to speak. You always interrupt her, please.
Who is it?
Irene Matt.
I don't know.
Are you interrupting me?
Am I interrupting you? Ruby was busy. That's why I was trying. And I think, did I interrupt you? Did you feel like I'm interrupting you?
You know it's your channel.
Yes,
so if you have to lead, you have to lead.
Yeah.
I don't mind. But that is their, that is their opinion. So their opinion counts. So okay, we will try. If you ask me questions, guys, I will answer. So for the people who was saying it's possible for an African woman to own a place, but it's only possible by the hand of God without relying on a sponsor. There's a lot of them who are not relying on a sponsor.
The most people have known they have not relied on a sponsor.
Yeah.
My sister, she has a husband, but if she waited on the husband to build the house, she would have waited so hard.
So anyway, I don't see. I miss ugali. You guys are the best. I can smell the food. It's so yummy, right?
It's really good.
If I can say so myself.
Today is the first day I'm getting like a home cooked. Oh no, it's not the first. There's also Terry. Terry cooked for me. You know, I'm not
Who's
like
Terry?
saying it.
Who's Terry?
She's a subscriber, but I met her and we are now friends.
You met her here in Nairobi?
She hosted me. Yeah, no, in Mombasa. Yeah, she hosted me.
That's nice.
She hosted me and she cooked for me. Her and her husband was so nice to me. When I was nothing. I was nothing, but they believed in me. They saw my
like
passion.
Long time ago.
Long time when I was only, I think, 2,000 subscribers. 2 going to 3. When 2018. Yes. They just saw how passionate I was.
That's a long time, man.
And she's here in the comments also. She's always supporting me.
Empress, how the area like where are you located? How is the area like? Security is top notch, I would say so, right? The road is not so good, especially when it rains. Something else is that water could do better because the mzee who provides us with water, the borehole guy, he's a bit complacent when it comes to providing water, as in a pump on time, all that. Sometimes we miss water, even though we have all the gadgets that help us, like what is it called? These pumps and
Water
sensor.
pump.
Had everything I bought. I bought things worth 15,000 just for me to make sure water is pumped upstairs. But sometimes we don't have water. Sometimes, actually. So, and we have a tank on top of the roof. So that's the problem here. And he said not only me I'm complaining, a lot of people are complaining. So he's trying to fix the issue. But let's see, we are waiting.
The problem with Kenyan services is they just promise, but
They don't deliver, yeah?
they don't deliver. You've been having that. They always have a reason why.
Someone is saying, hey guys, nice to see you. The food looks yummy. Enjoy the
So
food.
good.
It's really good.
Very good.
Because the other day you were telling me fish is not your favorite thing in the world.
Fish is not my favorite. I don't think about fish. But me, I was raised in a household. You saw my mother. You think she's all laugh and play. Hey, but when she was raising us to be the women we are today, raising 9 kids, with a secretary budget, and my dad was an army, we had to eat anything that was put on the table.
Yeah.
No question.
So Jalango TV is saying, how much does it cost to there? Please rephrase your question. We are not sure. Yeah. So I think
no questions.
I think we're gonna end the lab because no, they're not asking much questions. Nilotic, can you recommend your fundi? I remember you said you fired several. Do you like the one you finally settled with? Yes. But that video, I think Kemunto will upload it in her channel, right?
Of the place.
Of the place, the finished place. She's short. So if you like the work, I can connect you with my fundis.
Yeah. You can read the last question. I said there's another question.
Building in Kenya is a sport. The best thing is being present every single day and purchasing the materials yourself. After if this contractors is, but you guys, taking materials yourself is not possible. Sometimes you might get delayed somewhere urgently, especially Smithy. Me ulipa tu kwa hardware, and then I tell the hardware guys to deliver, and that's it. And I don't know, and I my intuition tells me that they didn't steal Smithy from me. But that's the current contractor. Otherwise, the previous one,
It's the spot, and that's why I consider buying. But
the one who built this house and the one who started the other house, that guy beat me up.
And what's your experience building in Kenya as a female, as an independent female? Do they take you serious?
They don't take me serious. They don't take me very serious. They look at me like, oh, yeah. Is she the owner? Because they think that I'm too small to be the owner. They look at me like I'm too small.
Like that experience. You remember in the morning you told me about that law, and not that tenant in residential.
Yeah, he looked down on me and was rude until when COVID made him lose his job, and now he needs me to waive a rent for him.
No.
So he was so humble now.
So being a female in Kenya is another story.
I'm like, you're looking down at me and you're living where? Go build your own house if you are so egocentric. Yes, Ruby, that's what I mean. Ordering the materials for yourself and not through the contractors.
Yeah. But Kenyans are so tricky. They can even have a deal with the hardware, and the constructor can have a deal.
That's what I said before. It's very possible to happen that
But
way.
you just trust, you just pray you get a good transparent constructor. That's the big issue.
It's true. But anyway, guys, I think we want to enjoy our food, the last bits of our food.
My sisters usually say I don't know how to eat fish.
Me, I eat until the everything, until the head. I'm so good at eating fish.
I waste my fish, guys. I don't eat the head, and this is where all Luos.
Bring that head here.
This is how all Luos are very intelligent because they eat the head.
You don't eat a fish head?
I can never. There's what, you know why I started hating fish. I was literally, my mother was forcing me to eat
That's where the
brain,
is.
the brain of the fish.
I don't
You have exams. Eat that brain. I eat it. I felt
because
like
it has pure
puking.
fish oils. It has the omega-3.
I started puking and I didn't eat fish for like 3 years. And every time I remember that, I can't eat I only eat the tail downwards.
Added to the items you are purchasing, guys, it's a nightmare. And I don't know why. I don't know if I'm the one who's feeling it, but building in Kenya now has become a bit more expensive.
It's true.
Apart from Smitty is,
and be careful
depending.
to get good quality materials because they can scam you also on the quality.
But it depends on the town where you're building. From town to town, Nairobi city, of course, materials are more expensive. Mombasa and the outskirts of Nairobi, I think, is much cheaper. As in the materials like sand, everything.
Guys, thank you for joining today's live. The link to Ruby's channel, I've added. Just click on the art. It will direct you directly to her YouTube channel. She has more information. She also, you are updating people on your projects there. So anything you want to know more about Nilotic Impress, it's on her channel. She'll give you all her details. Maybe you can give them your email address. I'll put it down. Is it okay if I put it on the comments?
Yeah.
I'll be sure to put the comment section. Just watch come back to this live after 30 minutes so I can this fish finally. Thank you so much. Give this video a thumbs up if you learn anything. If you want to share this video, it will be such an honor. Asante sana. And until next time, tomorrow I'm gonna be posting a morning routine. You can see more of the house because today was just snippets. Okay, bye. Thank you so much. Let's head to 50,000 subscribers.
50?
Yes,
Oh,
by the
wow.
end of the month. I believe in so much magic. I've been working so hard, even moving in. Apart from you being my friend, of course, we moved in together to do content. So give this video a thumbs up, subscribe here, watch more house tours of Kenya and ever I've been to here. Bye. Bye.